If your gut isn't healthy, nothing else in your body works the way it should. That might sound dramatic, but when you really think about it, it makes sense. Your gut is where your body absorbs nutrients, where a large part of your immune system lives, and even where important signals are sent to your brain. It affects how you feel after meals, how much energy you have during the day, and even your mood in ways most people don't realize. And yet, most people don't think about their gut at all until something goes wrong. Maybe you've experienced it, that uncomfortable bloating after eating, the feeling of low energy even when you've had enough sleep, that mental fog where it's hard to focus, or even skin issues that seem to come out of nowhere. These things feel disconnected, like separate problems, but often they share the same root: your gut. Here's where it gets more interesting and a little concerning. What if I told you that some of the most common daily habits, the ones that feel completely normal, are quietly damaging your gut every single day? Not extreme behaviors, not obvious unhealthy choices, just small things you do without thinking. How fast you eat, what you choose for convenience, how you deal with stress. And over time, these small habits don't just affect your digestion. They begin to shape the entire ecosystem inside your body. Because your gut isn't just an organ. It's a complex system, a living environment made up of trillions of bacteria that are constantly responding to what you do every day. So in this video, we're going to uncover 5 common mistakes that quietly ruin your gut health. And more importantly, show you what you can do to fix them before they turn into bigger problems. The problem with gut health isn't just about what you eat. It's about how you eat, how you live, and the small daily habits that slowly shape what's happening inside your body without you even noticing. One of the most common mistakes people make is eating too fast. In today's world, meals are often rushed. You're eating while working, scrolling on your phone, watching something, or just trying to get through the day. Food becomes something you fit in rather than something you experience. And when you eat quickly, you don't chew properly. You don't give your body time to register fullness. And your digestive system doesn't get the signals it needs to work efficiently. It feels normal, but your gut struggles to keep up. Another major issue is not eating enough fiber. Many people's diets are built around convenience, processed foods, quick meals, snacks that are easy to grab. But in that process, foods that naturally contain fiber, like vegetables, fruits, and whole grains, get pushed aside. Fiber might not seem exciting, but it plays a critical role in feeding the good bacteria in your gut. Without it, that internal balance starts to shift in the wrong direction. Then there's the overuse of processed foods. Packaged snacks, fast food, ready-made meals. They're designed for convenience and taste, but not for gut health. These foods often contain additives, refined sugars, and ingredients that don't support a healthy microbiome. Over time, they can disrupt the balance of bacteria in your gut, favoring the ones that don't serve you well. Stress is another factor that people often overlook because it doesn't feel directly connected to food. But your gut and your brain are constantly communicating. When you're under chronic stress, your body shifts into a different state, one that's not focused on digestion. Hormones change, digestion slows down, and your gut environment is affected in ways you can't see but can definitely feel. And finally, there's the issue of antibiotics and gut recovery. Antibiotics are sometimes necessary, but they don't just target harmful bacteria. They wipe out beneficial ones as well. The problem is that many people don't take steps to rebuild their gut afterward. They go back to their normal routine, unaware that their internal ecosystem has been disrupted and needs time and support to recover. What makes all of these mistakes so powerful is that they don't stand out. They feel like everyday life. But your gut responds to them every single day, and over time, those responses start to add up. To really understand why these habits affect your gut so deeply, you have to start thinking of your gut not just as a digestive system, but as a living ecosystem. Inside your gut are trillions of bacteria, some beneficial, some less helpful, and the balance between them plays a major role in how your body functions. Let's go back to something as simple as eating too fast. Digestion doesn't begin in your stomach. It begins in your mouth. When you chew your food properly, you're breaking it down into smaller pieces and mixing it with enzymes in your saliva. This process sends signals to your brain and your digestive system, preparing your stomach to receive and process food efficiently. But when you eat quickly, you skip most of that process. Larger pieces of food reach your stomach, digestion becomes less efficient, and your gut has to work harder than it should. Over time, this can lead to discomfort, bloating, and poor nutrient absorption. Now think about fiber. Fiber is often overlooked because it doesn't seem exciting, but for your gut, it's essential. The beneficial bacteria in your gut rely on fiber as their primary food source. When you eat fiber-rich foods like vegetables, fruits, and whole grains, you're feeding those good bacteria, helping them grow and maintain balance. But when your diet lacks fiber, those beneficial bacteria don't get what they need, and other types of bacteria can start to dominate. This shift in balance is what scientists often refer to as a disruption in the microbiome. Processed foods take this a step further. Many of these foods are low in fiber and high in refined sugars, additives, and artificial ingredients. These components don't just fail to support your gut. They can actively encourage the growth of less beneficial bacteria. Over time, this reduces the diversity of your gut microbiome, and diversity is key. A diverse gut is generally a more resilient and healthier gut. Stress introduces another layer to this system through something known as the gut-brain axis. Your gut and your brain are constantly communicating through a network of nerves and chemical signals. When you're under stress, your body shifts into a state that prioritizes survival, not digestion. Blood flow is redirected, hormone levels change, and digestive processes slow down. This is why stress can lead to symptoms like stomach discomfort, changes in appetite, or irregular digestion. It's not just in your head. Your gut is directly involved. And then there's the impact of antibiotics. Antibiotics are designed to eliminate harmful bacteria, but they don't distinguish between harmful and beneficial ones. When you take them, they can significantly reduce the population of good bacteria in your gut. While your body has the ability to rebuild this ecosystem, it doesn't happen instantly. Without proper support, like a nutrient-rich diet or probiotics, the balance may not fully recover, leaving your gut more vulnerable. When you connect all of these factors together, a clear pattern emerges. Your gut is constantly responding to your daily habits. It reacts to how you eat, what you eat, how stressed you are, and how you recover after disruptions. It's not one big decision that determines your gut health. It's the accumulation of small choices made every day. So once you understand how your daily habits shape your gut, the next step becomes much more practical. You don't need extreme diets or complicated protocols. In fact, the most effective changes are often the simplest ones, done consistently. Start with how you eat, not just what you eat. Slowing down during meals can make a bigger difference than most people expect. Take the time to chew your food properly, to actually taste it, and to let your body register what's happening. When you eat more mindfully, your digestive system receives the signals it needs to function efficiently. You also become more aware of when you're full, which naturally helps prevent overeating without forcing it. Then focus on gradually increasing your fiber intake. This doesn't mean suddenly changing everything overnight. In fact, adding too much fiber too quickly can cause discomfort. Instead, start small. Add an extra serving of vegetables to your meals, include fruits as snacks, and slowly introduce whole grains. Think of fiber as nourishment not just for you, but for the beneficial bacteria in your gut. The more consistently you provide that nourishment, the stronger and more balanced your gut ecosystem becomes. Reducing processed foods is another key step, but it doesn't have to be all or nothing. You don't need to eliminate every packaged item from your life. The goal is to shift the balance. Choose whole foods more often, foods that are closer to their natural state, with fewer added ingredients. When you do eat processed foods, being aware of how often and how much can help you maintain that balance without feeling restricted. Managing stress is just as important as choosing the right foods. This is something many people underestimate because it doesn't feel directly connected to digestion. But even small actions can help. Taking a short walk, practicing deep breathing, improving your sleep, or simply creating moments of calm in your day can reduce the constant pressure your body is under. When your body feels safe, it can focus on digestion and repair more effectively. And finally, if your gut has been disrupted, especially after antibiotics, it's important to support its recovery. This can include adding probiotic-rich foods like yogurt or fermented foods, as well as focusing on nutrient-dense meals that help rebuild balance. Recovery doesn't happen instantly, but with consistent support, your gut can gradually return to a healthier state. At its core, improving your gut health isn't about doing something extreme. It's about feeding your gut what it needs, protecting it from unnecessary stress, and giving it the time and consistency it needs to heal and thrive. Now, when you think about your gut, it's no longer just something hidden inside your body. It's something you influence every single day, through choices that might seem small, but add up over time. Because the truth is, gut health isn't built overnight. It's shaped by habits. The way you eat, the foods you choose, how you handle stress, and how you take care of your body after it's been disrupted. And often, it's not about doing something completely new. It's about adjusting what you're already doing. So take a moment and reflect on your own routine. Are you rushing through meals without thinking? Are you getting enough fiber? Are processed foods a bigger part of your diet than you realized? Or maybe stress has been affecting you more than you thought. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these mistakes do you think has been impacting your gut the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you know someone who's been struggling with bloating, low energy, or digestive issues, share this video with them. It might help them understand what's really going on. If you want more simple, science-based health tips that actually make sense, make sure you subscribe and stay with us. Because in the next video, we're going to break down foods that can improve your gut health faster than you think.